जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Monday. It is 19th of May. It is Jyeshta Masa or Trivikrama Masa, Krishna Paksham and Saptami Tithi. There are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. So we should move into daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Uddhava is remembering the pastimes of Krishna. So in the last few days, in the few shlokas, he was mentioning about how fortunate people in the battlefield. So by looking at Krishna's beautiful face, and they purified by the arrows of Arjuna, they all gone to the abode of the Lord. And also mentioning about the Sisupala. Sisupala, even if he was acting like envious, and when Krishna has killed them during that time, he has entered into the body of Krishna. And then he has achieved that Siddhi. Chaitya Krishnam Vishidopi Siddhi. Even if he was envious, he has achieved that Siddhi. And then he was mentioning about Potana as well. Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Potam Jigam Saya Apayad Api Asadhi. Lebhe Gatim Dati Uchitam Tatonyam Samvadhayalam Sharanam Brajema. So again, one more demoness. So mentioning about how fortunate Putana is. And then later on, again the people, Manye Asuran Bhagavatam Tradeshe, Sambhamba Marghabi Nivista Chittan, Ye Samvyuhe Achakshita Taraksha Putram, Hamse Suna Bhaidham Apatantam. So in the Kurukshetra battle again, these demonic people are who are asuras, they are greater than the Bhagavatas, mentioning in such a way that because they have been absorbed in the envious of Krishna, Sambhramba Marga, Abhinivishta Chittan, they have absorbed in the Krishna consciousness, but in the envious way. In such a way, they were able to see Krishna when Krishna was coming on the Garuda with the Sudarshana Chakra, Taraksha Putram Amshe Sunabhaidham Apatantam. In such a way, they were able to take the darshan of the Lord. So here, even the Buddha is elevated person, and he is trying to remember how fortunate these demonic people. So now Krishna has departed. Whether I would get a chance, I do not know. So I haven't got that chance now to see the Lord at the end of my life. Likewise, Uddhava is trying to glorify those people, but actually Uddhava is the greatest devotee. So this is the mood of devotees generally. So in that sequence, so now after remembering those pastimes, now he started speaking from the beginning of Krishna's pastimes, like from since his birth, in a summary way. So likewise, on the request of Vasudeva and Devaki, so he has appeared as a son of Vasudeva and Devaki, and he appeared in the prison house of the Kamsa, or the Bhodendra. So, and then he has reduced the burden of the earth after requesting by Brahmadeva. Mother Earth has gone in the form of cow to Brahmadeva, and Brahmadeva taking the cow Mother Earth and all other demigods taking to the milk ocean. And there they have requested and prayed their offers so that Lord would appear and reduce the burden of the earth. So after that, the Lord has appeared here. So likewise, Uddhava is mentioning. So We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, second chapter, and verse number 25. वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां जातो भोजेन्द्रबन्धने चिकीषु भगवानस्याः शमजेन अभियाचितः. Vasudevasya Devakyam, of the wife of Vasudeva, Devakyam, in the womb of Devaki, Jataha, he has appeared. Jataha, born of Bhojendra Bandhane. Bhojendra is of the king of the Bhojas. This Kamsa and Ugrasena, they're all, it is the Bhoja family. Bhojendra Bandhane in the present house of the Bhoja. And Chikeshu Bhagavan, and for doing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chikeshu, what is that? Asyaha Sam Ajanena, Asyaha Sham. So Asyaha is the mentioning is the of the earth. So they have um, prayed to reduce the burden of the earth. Asyaha Sam for the welfare. Sam Ajena by Brahma, Lord Brahma, Abhiyachitaha, being prayed for. So after Lord Brahma prayed to do welfare of the earth, and Lord has appeared to reduce the burden of the earth as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the present house of Bhojendra. वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां जातो भोजेन्द्र बंधने चिकीषु भगवानस्याः समजेन अभियाचितः. So translation for this shloka. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, being prayed to by Brahma to bring welfare to the earth, was begotten by Vasudeva in the womb of his wife Devaki in the prison of King Bhoja. Okay, purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so can I request Gauringi Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Although there is no difference between the Lord's pastime of appearance and disappearance, the devotees of the Lord do not generally discuss the subject matter of his disappearance. Vidura inquired indirectly from Uddhava about the incident of the Lord's disappearance by asking him to relate Krishna Katha or topics on the history of Lord Krishna. Those Uddhava began the topics from the very beginning of his appearance as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the prison of Kamsa, the king of the Bhojas at Mathura. The Lord has no business in this world, but when he is so requested uh, by devotees like Brahma, he descends to the earth for the welfare of the entire universe. This is stated in Bhagavad Gita 4.8. Pritanya
Paritani.
sad परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतं धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभावामि युगे युगे. हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
जय.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so this purport, again, pastimes of the Lord. So there is no, Krishna is the absolute. So there is no difference between appearance and disappearance, and everything is on the transcendental platform. जन्म कर्म च मे दिव्यम एवं यो वेत्ति तत्पतः त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मां वेत्ति सोऽर्जुन. So if it's janma karma cha me divyam is a transcendental or transcendental. There is no difference between Lord's pastimes of appearance and disappearance. But the devotees of the Lord do not generally discuss the subject matter of his disappearance. It is because they feel so much of separation and they will lament. So even everyone who has got too much attachment, they will cry if we just see the last moments of Krishna, how it was appeared. But however, it is transcendental. And here, Vidura inquired indirectly from Uddhava about the incident of Lord's disappearance by asking him to relate Krishna Katha. So our topics and the history of Lord Krishna. So Krishna Katha is the very important. It is the whoever is asking about Krishna, they will be completely peaceful. So in the beginning, whenever Saunakadi sages asked Suta Goswami, कृतवान् किल कर्माणि सह रामेण केशवः अतिमत्यानि भगवान् गूढः कपटमानुषः. Saunakadi sages they knew that Krishna Supreme Personality of what Krishna has appeared and then along with Balarama Saharamena Keshavaha Atimatyani Bhagavan he has performed so many superhuman activities. Atimatyani Bhagavan Godaha Kapatamanushaha appeared like a very confidential Kapata Manushaha. Outside, he is appearing like a human, but actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then immediately this Sota Goswami mentioned, wow, what you have asked very wonderful questions. O Savanakadi sages, Munayaha sadhu prushtoham bhavitbhilloka mangalam yet prutaha Krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati. You have asked all auspicious questions. Sadhu prushtoham and Bhavit Billoka Mangalam, which is auspiciousness to not only for yourself, to the entire world. Bhavit Billoka Mangalam. Yet Kritaha Krishna Samprashno. If whoever is asking questions about Krishna, Yet Kritaha Krishna Samprashno, Yena Atma Suprasidati. And whoever is asking, whoever is hearing, whoever is speaking, everyone Yena Atma Suprasidati. Suprasidati. So they will be completely satisfied. Situate in the steady mind, they will not be disturbed. So that is why we discuss the Krishna Katha. So Vidura has inquired to speak about the topics of Krishna Katha. So thus Uddhava began the topics from the very beginning of his appearance as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the prison of Kamsa. So far he has remembered some pastimes which are making him to bit so much of distress, lamentation due to the separation from Krishna. Now he is now composing himself properly and then starting from the beginning of Krishna's pastimes. Appearance of the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the prison house of Kamsa. Kamsa is the king of the Bhojas at the Madura at the during that time. But Kamsa is the son of Ugrasena. Ugrasena is the actual king, but Kamsa, because as soon as he has heard about his death as by the eighth son of Devaki, later on he has put Ugrasena in the prison as well. So all his activities are asuric. No one knows what to predict of the asuric ideas. And then Lord has no business in this world, but when he is so requested by devotees like Brahma, he descends to the earth for the welfare of the entire universe. And he comes. Can anyone say this verse before this Paritranaya? There is one more verse. Yada. Can anyone say that one? Anyone remember? It's the most famous verse. Even children, everyone.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत. Yes, Prabhu?
Yes.
अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्.
Very beautiful.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां. धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. So यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्. So to do good for everyone, and whenever there is a decline in the yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi is the decline in the religious principles. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. So during those times when there is a decline in the religion, abhyudhanam adharmasya. So to do good for everyone and then to remove the adharma, abhyudhanam adharmasya tadatmanam sujamiham. And the Lord descends this material world by himself. It is not that he is in the forced by the material nature. Maya jakshena prakritihi suyate sacharacharam hetunani nikonte jagad viprivartate. Everything is done by the nature, but whenever Krishna comes on his sweet will, but living entity, he is by karmana daiva netre, najjantuhu dehu upapataye. He is bound by the nature because of his unlawful desires to lord it over the material nature. He is bound by three material modes of nature under the clutches of Maya. But Lord, he comes on his sweet will. Okay, so likewise here Prabhupada is mentioning, he descends to earth for the welfare of entire universe. And then as soon as he finishes his business, like protecting the devotees, performing the pastimes, and then dharma samsthapanardhaya, like everything is done, then Lord leads to his abode. Yo vai hiranyaksham asahya vikramam sasadayitva hariradisukarah jagamalokum swam akanditotsavam samiditah pushkara vistaradibihi. Jagamalokum swam akanditotsavam. In the abode of the Lord, everything is so auspicious and all festivals are going on. Jagamalokum swam akanditotsavam. Akandita means continuous, without any cessation. Akanditotsavam. Samiditah Pushkara Vistaradibihi. When all the gods and they are praying, the Lord leads to his abode. So this is about this shloka comes from Varahadeva's appearance, and then he has killed the Hiranyaksha, and then later on the Lord left to his abode. Jagamulokam. Jagam means leaving. After lifting that and putting back on the waters. Swakurakrantah. Swakurakrantah by touching his feet. And then the earth floats on the water, and he injects his potency in the earth so that it floats on the water. And then Yayoharihi, Yayoharihi Jagama Lokam. So these are Lord has left to his abode. Lilaya Unitam Asya. And then Rasaya Lilaya Unitam Apsunyasya Yeuharihi. Apsunyasya Yeuharihi. Apsu is the water, Nyasya it is floating, Yeuharihi after that Lord leaves. Again it is another past tense, just same mentioning another verse. Here Lord leaves, but there is no business here in this material world for the Lord. See, that is what Prabhupada. Lord has no business in this world. This world is only meant for the people of conditioned souls. Nated bhatadesha padam tavesit natayid bhatadesha padam tavechitam yanmayana tarasya bhota sukshmam anugrahaya astu api yarhimaya lasatulasya bhagavad vilakshitaha. So there, Kadama Prajapati mentions that it is, my dear Lord, this is not your desire that to create a material world and put the living entities here. Just like whenever government creates the prisons, it is not that to put all the people in the prison. It is not that only criminals are put up in there. So whenever Lord creates his entire cosmic manifestation, he also creates this material world for the conditioned souls who are having that nature, Lord it over the nature, which is unlawful, separately from Krishna. So this is Naitat Bhatadeshat Tava Ipsitam. It is not your desire, my dear Lord. Likewise, Kadam Prajapati mentions. And though even it is sometimes prison house, they also provide the food, cloth, and shelter to the even the prisoners as well. And then if the prisoners, if they are behaving good for in all the time during their tenure, and then if he is observed by the superintendent of the jail or any presidents or anyone, the higher authorities, and then they will relieve him from the prison. So likewise here, it is only for the conditioned souls. If conditioned souls are acting in a proper way, then they will be freed from this material world. This material world is universe is very durbhedyam. Durbhedyam means we cannot go out of this very easily. It is covered by the 7 layers: earth, water, fire, air, ether, false ego, and mahatattva. So these are the outer coverings of the universe, and also these elements also enter inside the universe, like the earth, water, fire, and then all those things. And using those ingredients, again, our human bodies form. Human bodies, cats, dogs, and all kinds of living entities, bodies get formed. Brahma creates the bodies, and living entities take the opportunity, and then they try to experience those pains and pleasures. But human body is the, even Brahma says it is everyone desire to have the human body. Ye abhitam api channo dugatim prapanna dhanam chitatva vishim sahadharmam yatra naradhanam bhagavato vitarantya mushya sammohita viditaya bhatamaya yate. We are all praying for to get a human body, so that using this human body, jnanam chitatvam sahadharmam yatra, and they will try to understand the relationship between the Lord and the living entity. But Naradhanam Bhagavato Vidarantya Musha, if the living entities are not taking that opportunity and rendering devotional service, understanding the relation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then Sammohita Viditaya Bhatamahayate, they are bewildered by the illusory energy of the Lord. Even Brahma also prays, Ye Abhititam Apichano Drugatim Prapanna. Drugatim Prapanna. Such a valuable life, that human body we have got. We should not waste a single moment of our life. Always try to remember Krishna Katha. So, because of that, Vidra has asked, speak about Krishna Katha. And Uddhava started to speak from the beginning. So, from Krishna's birth. Okay, so that is how, and the Lord, whenever he performs all these pastimes, they are all achintya, nijmaya. They are performed by the internal potency of the Lord. So sometimes it bewilders atheistic people or non-devotees, and it is wonderful to the devotees. But devotees understand anything is possible for the Supreme Lord, and they take in a great pleasure. Machitta madhyata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayanta shamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. They experience a great pleasure. Okay, so by discussing the topics of the Lord. So here, now Uddhava is saying, Vasudevasya devakyam jato bhojendra bandhane chikeshu bhagavan asyaha samajena abhiyachitaha. So on the request of Brahma, for the welfare of earth, and Lord has appeared as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki in the present house of King Bhoja. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, so we shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today letter to Syamasundara. So August 14th, and in Tokyo. So this letter, Prabhupada has come. These are sequence of letters mentioning that I have formed this GBC governing board commission. The 12 members should each act as my zonal secretaries. So kindly keep me informed of your zone's activities at least once a week or once fortnightly. In this way, I will be encouraged and can give you direction and inspiration. Prabhupada has sent this letter, the same letter, to 12 or 11 members. Is that 12 members? So these are generally, this one, we have got very important thing to say about this one. Currently, there is a ISKCON Bangalore and ISKCON Mumbai, so something is going on. But this is also linked to these 12 members. They are called Prabhupada on the July 9th of 1977. He has written a letter, just to bring that one to all of you, so that you may be knowing what is happening at the moment, and also importance of it. So people have got different thoughts, but here on the July 9th, Srila Prabhupada has a letter to all the temple presidents saying that please accept my humble obeisances at your feet. Recently, when all the GBC members were with His Divine Grace in Vrindavana, Srila Prabhupada indicated that soon would appoint some of his senior disciples to act as Ritvik, So this is a letter on the July 9th, 1977. This is a few months that Prabhupada left this world. It is written by Tamal Krishna Maharaj and on the request of Srila Prabhupada. And here, representative of Acharya for the purpose of performing initiations, both first initiation and second initiation, His Divine Grace has so far given a list of 11 disciples who will act in that capacity. So, starting from Kirtanananda Swami, Satsvarupa Jaipatak Swami, and Tamala Krishna, Hridayananda, Bhavananda, Hansadatta, Rameshwara, Harikesha, Bhagavan Das Adhikari, and Jaitirtha Adhikari. So, so in the past, so here is small letter only. In the past, temple presidents have written to Srila Prabhupada recommending a particular devotee's initiation. Now that Srila Prabhupada has named these representatives, temple presidents may henceforward send recommendation for first and second initiation to whichever of these 11 representatives are nearest their temple. After considering the recommendation, these representatives may accept the devotees as an initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada by giving spiritual name. This is very important. So why there is an issue now? Some people are talking in a different subject. These representatives may accept the devotee as an initiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada by giving spiritual name, or in the case of second initiation, by chanting on the Gayatri thread, just as Srila Prabhupada has done. Newly initiated devotees are disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The above 11 senior devotees acting as his representative. After the temple president receives a letter from these representatives giving the spiritual name or thread, he can perform the fire yajna in the temple as was being done before. The name of newly initiated disciple should be sent by the representative who has accepted him or her to Srila Prabhupada to be included in his Divine Graces Initiated Disciples book. Hoping this will find you all well. Your servant Tamal Krishna Goswami, Secretary to Srila Prabhupada, approved A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here, this is what the newly initiated devotees are disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is what ISKCON Bangalore has got backing this statement and this letter. So because it was the last letter that Prabhupada, under Prabhupada's guidance was sent to all the temple presidents. So now here, these letters, it is August 14, 1970, Prabhupada has written the same letter, similar kind of letter to all GBC members, 12 members, should each act as my zonal secretary. So kindly keep me informed of your zone's activities at least once a week or once fortnightly. In this way, I will be encouraged and can give you direction and inspiration. So sometimes there is a kind of ISKCON Mumbai, we are all coming from the big GBC one. So because it goes Evam Parampara Praptam, Imam Rajasya Viduhu. So the Guru initiates the disciples, and when disciples they are in the spiritual platform, when they become taken the sannyasa, and then like Kutichika, Bahudaka, Parirajaka, and Paramahamsa. So then in this is the last letter, whatever I have read now, this was the last letter of Srila Prabhupada. And before that, Prabhupada used to say to the disciples that once you become sannyasis, you are elevated, you are also able to accept the disciples throughout the world. So that kind of statements are there. But so these are two kinds of things. So when we are all taking the initiations from the current spiritual masters, of course, there is which is right, which is not right. We are not judging anything. So this is only just trying to understand what is happening. Okay, so this is the points that we need to give a little bit of attention. That is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And dear devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to add any comments, kindly add or kindly share. Hare Krishna. And also just one more point that this letter was done and the Prabhupada was acting when Prabhupada was present physically. So, and disciples were representatives of the Prabhupada. Once Prabhupada has disappeared materially, uh, then whether he is there to accept the disciples through representatives, that is the question of another reflection. So for GBC to accepting the disciples of Srila Prabhupada later on. So that is another point to consider. We are not judging anything. Who is right, who is not right. We are not judging anything, but everything is under Srila Prabhupada only. Everyone are doing preaching Krishna consciousness, all doing for all auspicious activities. It is a simple thing, management thing. We are not interfering there. But we are going under big umbrella only. Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the updates point of view, today evening we have got teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. by Radha Sevika Mataji. Yes, that is at 8 p.m. And the devotees, if you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness or any events are going on, you wanted to share, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for bringing up this topic. It was very, I think, lots of devotee. For like me, we are all a little bit of confused about this whole situation and disturbed as well. At the same time, we think that we are a very small community and we're trying to, bring people under Krishna consciousness. But when things happens between us or among our community, then it becomes more distraught. So thank you. It's very difficult for us to understand why this type of. I think we would have been much better if you all work together in the Srila Prabhupada's ideology and bring Krishna consciousness to every soul in the world. Just wanted to thank you. Maybe this is very sensitive issue as well. Very helpful.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So nothing to worry about anything here. Either it goes this way or that way. No need to worry about anything. But only thing is, everyone are under the shelter of Srila Prabhupada only. And also ISKCON Bangalore also, they have, they wanted to come under the umbrella of GBC only. I think yesterday they were announcing that one. They wanted to come under GBC, but keeping that this process, the Ritvik process, what Prabhupada has mentioned, so during his last this Ritvik. So far those temples, whatever is established, let them go as they are, but without disturbing. But we will be following all your process and process likewise. He was mentioning that in the yesterday's announcement, Madhu Pandit Das Prabhuji. But we don't know what is going to happen, so we wait and see. But either way, nothing to worry about, everything is auspicious only for us. We have got Krishna, so they will take care of it. Nothing to disturb at all. So,
Thank you. Prabhuji, you know the map in Vrindavan, the big temple there is that belongs to the Bangalore people as well, yeah. Chandrodaya Mandir temple.
Chandrodaya temple, Mayapur one, Prabhuji.
No, the
Vrindavan one belongs to. It is started by Bangalore, ISKCON Bangalore.
Yeah, okay, that's the one.
I think they also have got 50 branches.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, 50 temples. So while they have taken, this is the one, the letter, which is the foundation for them, and also it is the Prabhupada's last letter. That's why they have taken it. So in one perspective, so they have got their rights to understand in their own way. Okay, so we are not here to judge, so just to share this letter. Okay, full letter. Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any other comments? If there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि